the Hawthorn tree, May 13 to June 9. So represents the the last phase of Gemini, and uh the first stage of Gemini, the first phase, and the last phase of Taurus. 21 is more exalted in Taurus, 21 degree and 17 degree Gemini. Ruling planets, Vulcan and Governor. So see, this is between those born between May 13 to June 9. They are the Hawthorn tree. Now, hawthorn is a plant that is said to be good for the heart. Okay, it helps to heal the heart. Ruling planet Vulcan and Governor. Vulcan can just be the underworld, is some kind of Vulcan. It's an underworld heads governor. A saint god associated with Vulcan, Greek, Vulcan of Hephaestus, Celtic, Governor or Gabinu, all one, blood, Dewed and Gadi, Hyman, Hera, and Virgin Mary. Planet Mars and Venus. Mars would be for Taurus, and Venus more for Gemini. Element but Taurus is Venus, yeah. Taurus is Venus. Element fire, Sabbath, Beltane, May Day, color, midnight blue, purple. Symbolism, purification, sacred marriage, and male-female unity. Illusionist, people who live on the if the head, their mind and the air. Those who like to daydream. Passionate, wellspring of creativity, sense of humor. Gemstone, lapis lazuli, blue calcite, and topaz. Flower, wood sorrel. Birds, blackbird. I love blackbirds. Owl and purple martin. Folk names, maybush, maytree. Quickset, thorny apple tree, white thorn. The methodology related to the hawthorn tree has both sacred and unlucky associations. The sacred nature of the tree is perhaps the most well known of the legend of the Glastonbury thorn, said to have been propagated originally from the clone of thorns worn by Christ. In Celtic Ireland, the destruction of the hawthorn was believed to incur the greatest peril in the person of persons responsible by causing the death of their cattle and children and the loss of all their money. These unlucky associations appear to have been encouraged originally perpetrated by the Christian monks as a means of discouraging the ancient pagan rites associated with the carrying of the hawthorn. So they cast them, obviously. The use of the hawthorn, but it's good because you won't cut the tree. The use of the hawthorn was part of the Beltane celebrations when the Druids encouraged people to perpetuate the fertility of summer. Hawthorn tree people are full of innovations and new ideas, correct. Totally exalted in Gemini. People born under this sign are multi-talented and adapt easily to any changes in their lives. Yeah, they are flexible. They have personal qualities akin to the Celtic bards and druids of old, often excelling in the performing arts and naturally drawn to spheres of influence. Generally, their greatest strength is knowing the weaknesses of their adversaries or any opposing forces. But they are not ruthless people, merely clever strategists. Okay. People born during the first 2 weeks of the lunar month are more impulsive and have a more sensual nature. That will be the Taurus. Their positive traits are, however, extremely consolidating one. They have decided upon their course of action. People born in the last 2 weeks have a distinctly different approach to all things and are much more difficult to pin down regarding personal relationships or commitments of any kind. This is the other Gemini. They are very they are restless and they are so bipolar. They don't really know what they want and they are never the same at any given moment. One moment they project one kind of attitude and suddenly they change just like that. Instantaneously they change. They are multiple. Their positive traits are linked to a wider vision that opens the locked doors of the mind. Associated with Vulcan, the Calis and the Smith god governance. Those born under the Hawthorn tree probably have a variety of talents aimed at communication. They are charismatic and well versed in many things, similar to the Celtic druids. They are great leaders and strategists, but at times their expressive nature is armed with the sword of anger. Mhm. Yeah. Verbal sparks pepper their otherwise colorful life as they experiment with life. Yeah, they like to be, bitchy, something like that. Hawthorn made was a symbol of psychic protection due to its sharp tones. Fairy spirits were thought to live in hawthorn hedges, which were planted as protective shields around fields, houses, and churchyards. Hawthorn people are mercurial, which governs the mind, innovative, creative, and confident. Easily bored. They crave mental stimulation and challenge, correct. They are eloquent and gifted performers, exuding natural charm, physical goal to work upon the physical condition and betterment of self, to engage in exercise and maintain a healthy diet. They are known for the health. They are often either they are obese or they are overweight, and that's on the Gemini side. Mental goal to open the mind to self-imposed ignorance and false facts. Thoughts should be free-flowing and the mind should be cleansed. Spiritual goal to learn that though the most dire of problems, the spiritually creating new and unexpected strengths. The ruling deity, the summer flower maiden, all one, rules this sign. The druid animal, the owl, symbolizes wisdom and patience. Hawthorns must develop patience or hasty action can sabotage their best efforts. Yeah, they are quite, agitated. Protection spell. Carefully guard a few thorns from the hawthorn tree. On a piece of paper, write the name of the person or situation from which you seek protection, and then wrap it around the thorns. Bury this in the ground, if possible near the tree from which the thorns were collected. Let's find this. The hawthorn is the equalizer of fortunes. Was extremely must change to its opposite. Transformation. If you were born at this time, Hawthorne signs and Celtic tree astrology are not at all what they appear to be. Outwardly, they appear to be a certain persona, while on the inside, the Hawthorns are quite different. They put the term never judge a book by its cover to the test. They live seemingly average lives, while on the inside they carry fiery passions and inexhaustible creative flame. They are well adjusted and can adapt to most life situations well, making themselves content and comforting others at the same time. You are naturally curious and have an interest in a broad range of topics. Yeah, they're good to talk with. You are an excellent listener, okay? And people seek you out as an outlet to release their burdens. Poor things. You have a healthy sense of humor and have a clear understanding of irony. You tend to see the big picture and have amazing insight, although you typically won't give yourself enough credit for your observations. How tone signs match up nicely with Ash and Rowan's. 6% of the organ alphabet what word. H is for what or what. It is symbolic of the whole thorny tree. This brightly thorny tree is associated with cleansing, protection, and defense. Tie a thorn with a red ribbon and use as a protective amulet in your home, or place a bundle of thorns on the baby's crib to keep bad energy away. That's good. Because the hawthorn typically blooms around Beltane. Is also strongly connected with fatality, masculine energy, and fire. In folklore, the hawthorn is associated with the land of the Fae. Thomas, the rhymer, met the fairy queen under hawthorn tree and ended up in the fairy realm for 7 years. Despite its connection with female and goddess-centered pre-Christian belief, is considered unlucky to bring hawthorn into your home. This may stem from the fact that some species of hawthorn give off a particularly unpleasant, almost corpse-like scent after they've been caught. No one wants their home to smell like that. You. In Glastonbury, England, there's a famous hawthorn tree known as the Holy Thorn. The tree that stands there today is supposed to be a descendant of the one that stood on Glastonbury Tor 2,000 years ago, when Joseph of Arimathea brought the Grail to England from the Holy Land. When Joseph thrust his staff into the ground, it turned into a hawthorn tree. I don't believe. Hawthorn correspondences, modern aspects. If you are hoping to conceive a child, the appearance of what could be fortuitous. In addition to fertility, consider this a sign of protection, healthfulness, and self-defense. Magical aspects. Understand that no matter how thorny a problem may be, you can use your spiritual strength to protect and guide. You may also find that you can provide strength to those who depend on you. So next will be Taurus, the fourth phase of Taurus, and the end of Pisces. Stay tuned.